Hello, folks. I'm here with Danny, frontman of Captain Squeegee,
Namaste.
trumpet player, singer, musician extraordinaire, and
Making me blush.
and style guru. You should see his backpack. Thanks for coming today. Good to have you.
Of course.
So, Danny, Captain Squeegee. Tell me about Captain Squeegee. I love Captain Squeegee.
I'm a fanboy. Oh, thanks, Rulon. Well, Captain Squeegee is an entity. Some would call it a band. Others would call it a circus. But we've been making music for like 12, 13 years now.
Oh, okay.
Some of us.
Right.
It's been a long lineage, a dynasty almost, if you will. There are no original members, which kind of makes the band a little mysterious.
Indeed.
It's
Okay.
almost paranormal because we don't even know who thought of the band name
That's awesome.
or anything like that. We have our hunches and suspicions, but most importantly is just that we're still holding the torch today.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it's a crazy torch.
Well, my follow-up question was going to be, how did the band start? But now that we don't know,
Well,
moving
yeah,
on.
I mean, I could tell you how we all came to replace the members that
Yeah.
started it. You know, this is my hood. Mesa, Arizona is my hood.
Yeah.
I was playing music with a friend of mine, Austin Mack, and Ryan Sims, who are still now the trombone player and keyboard guitarist. We played music together at Rhodes Junior High School
Awesome.
in Mesa, and at some point, Austin just was getting super savvy on this Arizona ska message board.
Awesome.
This is message board. This is pre-Facebook, pre-MySpace, actually.
Message boards and ska.
You're
Remember
right, yeah.
ska kids?
Yeah, there's a whole genre that now is extinct. No, I'm kidding. There's still some good ska bands out there that I love to death. And we loved ska at the time.
Right.
I think anyone playing horns or, you know, even being a part of concert bands or marching bands
Right.
in high schools and junior highs growing up kind of have an affinity for ska music.
Oh, yeah.
Because it integrates the horns
Right.
in a way that other music is kind of afraid or unwilling to do.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I would say that the ska roots are still very obviously audible in Squeegee even now.
Oh, for sure.
And Austin was on the AZ Ska message board. That's what we used to have before social networks. And he responded to a request for a singer for a ska band. He's 14 at the time, mind you. And so he joins, and they have a couple shows, and then he pulls me in as a trumpet player. And then we pull in Ryan as a trombone player, and then that's kind of the core.
Right.
And then after a while, we just slowly picked and choosed like new musicians we were finding in school, and a lot of the new guys are from jazz school that we went to school with, MCC, Mesa Community College. So yeah,
Awesome.
I think probably most of us actually got our instruments at Milano's.
Very cool. Come buy instruments from me. Awesome. Great band. So, oh, I've just totally drawn a blank.
That's okay.
Your stop action music video. What's that song called?
Oh, that song's called Inevitable.
Inevitable. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome music video. If you haven't seen it, I'll post a link right here. I've always wanted to try that. We'll see how it works.
We'll see how it works.
How did you guys get going on that? I mean, is that somebody you knew that did that for you, or?
Yeah, I mean, music is all about the people that you know and make friends with and
Right.
stay friends with. You know, there's a lot of great bands that make great music, but they don't have their tentacles everywhere.
Right.
They're not constantly, you know, putting their antennae out, trying to find people to work with. And we lucked out with Johnny McCone over at Cartoon Network.
Oh.
He went to high school with our sax and drummer.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
And yeah, he works at Adult Swim now. He animates for a show called Mr. Pickles. And it's cool you bring that up because he actually is just about to finish another video for us.
Oh, very cool.
And this one's not a claymation. This one's like hand-drawn,
Nice.
old school style animation.
Awesome.
He has been slaving over it. He slaved over that one too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that was just a monumental task.
I can't imagine how he did that. You'll know when you see it. But I just called him up. We were in studio making the record. And I knew we needed a first video. And he was just becoming a Vine star. He's all over Vine, if any of you guys use Vine, the app. And he makes stop motion on Vine. He was one of the first people to pioneer having claymation and stop motion all over Vine.
Awesome.
Because on Vine, you just go... Ching,
right.
ching,
oh, yeah.
ching,
No, it's awesome.
Ching, 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 ching. And I asked him, hey, do you want to make, like, your feature? You want to make your magnum opus? You know? Because Vine's like, what, 10 seconds or something?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I told him I'd like you to make the Apocalypse. And I've got a 4.5-minute song for it.
That's
and
fantastic.
he went far beyond.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely check the video out.
So he's about to come out with a new one called The Farce 500 Million.
Okay.
And we'll be releasing that around the same time that we play Comic-Con at the end of the month.
Awesome. I can't wait to see that one. So when you guys write your music, because your music is so very different from what you typically hear with modern-day rock bands and very formulaic, popular music, we shall say.
Right.
How does your writing process work? Is it just you, or is the whole collaborative effort?
Well,
is there a secret sauce?
I'd say the secret sauce is more of a stew. It's a combination of things.
Awesome.
I have been writing music a long time, and like a lot of people that write music, I like to audiate music in my head.
Right.
Audiate's one of my favorite words ever.
That's a great word.
It means to hear music in your head, without your ears, actually. Your third ear, I like to refer to it as. It'd be really gross if you had a third ear right here.
That'd be awesome, though.
I use my third ear constantly, and I'll just hear songs in my head, and then I'll make charts for the band to work on.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of elastic, you know? I have some guidelines, because obviously there's things that need to happen for it to be the song that I envisioned.
Right.
But at the same time, if I don't hear like a very distinct part, then I'll just put a bunch of chord changes and like rhythmic dictation and stuff like that. It's,
right.
You know, most of us are trained,
sure.
So we know how to read charts. But I used to be kind of a Nazi. Like I would decide every note for every part.
Right.
And so like a couple albums ago, that's what you're listening to, is just, you know, me on Sibelius steroids, basically. But then finally, I got a little hipper to it being collaborative, and now I really enjoy that. I feel like I kind of like give birth to this slimy creature of a song, and then I kind of give it off to like the public school system of my band.
Awesome.
And they raise it right. They make it a cool, weird kid with like a punk rock hairdo. And yeah, that's how we do it right now. Some of the guys are starting to write too a little more. Awesome. On the newest record, Austin wrote one of the tunes. And yeah, it's, you know, it's a little bit of both. It's written but collaborative.
Very cool.
See, I have these charts that I make. Put up right there.
Yeah.
And I use a program called Sibelius. So this one has, you can see there's a lot of notes on this one, but there's also a bunch of chord changes. I mean, check it out.
Oh, yeah.
See, so it's like,
right.
You know?
I got you.
Everyone can kind of throw it together.
Yeah.
This one's got this cool ostinato pattern where it's like, just a brain.
Is this something you're working on right now, or is that
Yeah, we just finished the song last night at practice.
Awesome.
So
very cool.
I'm jonesing on it right now.
Awesome. Captain Squeegee. Now, you play with another couple groups. You play all the time. When do you not play? I mean, what's the group called? Fayuca?
Right. Yeah, Fayuca, Latin
I was checking
reggae,
them out the
punk
other
rock
day.
band.
Very cool.
Yeah, did you watch the video, Por Que Seguir?
Yeah,
I'm playing trumpet on that one.
Yeah.
I have a luchador mask on. But you can tell it's me. Just
right.
'cause
Oh.
I'm a freak. Yeah, I'll be going on tour with them next month.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
For about a month. And I also, I play music everywhere. I like to make music for people. You know, I used to think of it as kind of like a, I'm trying to use the right words. I'm about to say a couple things that I probably shouldn't. You know, I used to think that I was selling myself whenever I would play music that I didn't want to just play.
Right.
You know, but now I have an appreciation for that. You know, like if you really sing a wedding right, like you made the wedding better.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I sing at a church all the time, down in Ahwatukee, and I play trumpet all the time over at Flying Blanket Studios, right down the street from here, with Bob Hogue.
Right.
Kind of like studio session stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
whatever, dude.
Awesome.
Music is my life, and that's what I eat, breathe, and poop out.
Very good. All of the above. So, of course, you know we have a pretty big lesson department here with Linton Milano Music, our sister store.
Right.
Always trying to inspire younger kids to play music. We do a lot with the schools and stuff. So, you've obviously been involved. You were on that big Epic Proportions tour, and we're playing at high schools and stuff. Talk to the kids now. If you're going to tell them, inspire them to get into music, to love music, what would you say?
Well, first of all, if you don't love music, you should probably go to a psychiatrist.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just ignore everyone that says that you should focus on other things. You know, that may be unwise advice in some ways, because, you know, I wasn't the most astute student outside of the music world. But that's because I was just obsessed. I mean, if you're ever bored with music, definitely like learn songs you love to listen to.
Right.
I think that's always the easiest way to get re-excited about music. And being a teacher myself, I always try and make sure that we're working on something that, you know, the student actually wants to learn.
Right.
But you don't need a teacher to show you how to play a song you love. I mean, you know, I taught myself guitar via the internet.
Yep.
I think, you know, half of the entire indie rock community would probably say that.
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah,
not
well,
over.
Whenever I want to learn a new song on the ukulele, I just type in the song in ukulele and bam, there it is on the internet.
There you go.
YouTube.
I mean, basically, as a kid growing up now, you have the most wild, accessible world of music that has ever existed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can listen to music at any second, usually for free, and get inspired that way. And then it's so easy to produce music because even if you're just running GarageBand, you can still make
Right.
sweet,
Oh, yeah.
dope tracks.
Oh, yeah. I use GarageBand all the
Yeah,
time.
I make demos in GarageBand. There's no shame in that.
Yep.
I love Logic too, but you know, you're supposed to pay for those kind of things.
Right.
I think that the best thing to do, especially if you're a young writer, is definitely just record at home.
Yeah.
Because that's just fun. It's like a never-ending project. It's very much like making art. I mean, it is making art, but take advantage of the technology, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't let anyone tell you that it's not lucrative, because even if it isn't at first, it will be. You just got to keep trucking. I think a bunch of us had lessons here at Milano's. I think a couple of us even taught here for a little bit. Now
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
Awesome.
I think Austin taught drums here for a bit.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, seek out lessons. If you don't want to do the typical, you know, classical technique stuff, seek out dudes in bands.
Right.
I mean, I love it when people hit me up asking for just like a songwriting sesh. You know, just a few. It doesn't have to be weekly or obsessive.
Right.
And, you know, I don't have to be Stalin.
Right.
Just
kind of point them in the right direction.
yeah, reach out to people. That's the other thing about the internet now.
Oh, yeah.
Is that if you're in love with a band and, you know, try and scope out, obviously, like local bands. Like, you're not going to be able to get a lesson with Justin Bieber any second, but someone like me, perhaps.
Which is better.
Yeah, in some respects. I'm not as cute as Justin. So, yeah, just ignore the people saying that music isn't a career, and record music a lot, and seek out people that make music that you like.
Perfect.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bam. Done.
The plan for success.
What? I'm so white.
It's okay.
Yeah. Was there anything else we were going to talk about?
I don't know. There's so much to talk about.
It's May the 4th today.
It is.
May the 4th be with you.
Join
I'm
the
kidding.
dark side.
I know the difference. Yeah, styling shirt. I should have worn my Star Wars shirt that I don't own.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure
not
out what
as
we're
cool.
going to do at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because you got to have cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Or else
Oh,
you
yeah.
just don't get the cred
Right.
you want.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I was Obi-Wan last year. I actually just posted a picture of
I saw that.
on
You're like
Facebook.
holding the lightsaber up. Very
It's an
cool.
epic shot. And I dropped some bones on that outfit. So hopefully this year I can be a little bit more savvy. Maybe make something.
There you go. There you go.
But I would like to have a theme for the band. So if anyone out there has an idea, please comment with that.
Awesome. Well, Captain Squeegee again. Go check them out on Facebook. Buy their album. Watch their videos. Worship them. Obey.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous territory, everyone.
Yes, yes, it is. All right, so Danny has graciously agreed to play some music for us. So we're going to cut real quick and go hear his sweet, sweet sounds. Be right back.
What's up? This is Danny from Captain Squeegee over at Milano's Music. And I'm going to play this song called Duly Noted, which is about making music, no matter what. I am not a weed, I'm just an unloved flower. Was trying to be weed, but then they'd harvest me. Got to stay discreet so they don't know my power. I am not a weed, but still this poison sprays on me. But I will sing still, and it will pollinate the will. 'Cause if you make your note aloud, then it is sound. Yeah, when they say you're not allowed, it's just a dare to turn it all around. Scribble down your notes, I'll bet they're sound. Strike a chord or you're mumbling, yeah, suckered in to think your theories won't resound. Who made the gun and the boy who built the bomb, did they know what they had done? Do they burn for what's begun? And if they don't, it's surely justified by wars that we have won. But now pretend that they had sung just for fun, just for love, when they are there. Still a weapon or a song, 'cause if you make your note aloud, then it is sound. Yeah, when they say you're not allowed, it's just a dare to turn it all around. Scribble down your notes, I'll bet they're sound. Strike a chord or you're mumbling, yeah, suckered in to think your theories won't resound.
Awesome.